Hello, Cancer. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Bonefire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. Supportive Oracle cards. You Are Clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrations by Elaine Marzin. Yeah. Okay. I want to use the tarot cards first for whatever reason, so let's get them out there. Cancer. Okay. 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 All right. So, going into this, you got Judgment in your favor right off the bat. But I'm getting why. Judgment in your favor, Ten of Cups, plus the Friendship card. This literally could be... It could be family, just to be fair. Sometimes I notice Cancers, they tend to gravitate towards people and their friends become more family than friends. You know, that's how they feel about them. But anyway, everything's going well because I feel like you're connecting to your group, whatever that group is. This could be a work thing. If it is, people are agreeing with you and seeing things your way, and you're feeling like I fit, things are going the way we need to. I'm agreeing, they're agreeing, everybody's on point. But I also feel like with Judgment in your favor, there's something you want to do, and other people are saying, that's a great idea. Yes, Cancer, that's perfect. Let's do that. I almost feel like that's almost facetious, but I almost feel like for some of you, you're dealing with a person that has that funny type of personality. Like they're actually agreeing with you, but they'll mess with you and they'll say it in a facetious way just to kind of say it, just to kind of mess with you. Like they literally do agree with you, but they'll just kind of mess with you a little bit, you know. Because I got the Moon with the King of Coins, not the King, the Knight of Coins. Somebody's agreeing with you, but with the Moon, I feel like they're kind of playing with you a little bit. You're like, isn't this a good idea? And they're like, yes, Cancer, that is a good idea. Like, they're just kind of messing with you. I don't know how else to say it, because they are interested in moving forward. They are going to move forward. They're going to go into it probably a little slowly. It's almost like you're really excited about something, and they're just kind of messing with you a little bit. Like, yes, I'm going to do it. Chill out. Like... This is a positive energy, so you should have some humor about it, is what I'm getting. Like, you're used to this person, maybe a couple people. It might be just one of those groups of people where people just kind of tease each other a little bit. It's interesting because it starts off with the Knight of Cups, like they start moving towards it. I then see the Ace of Swords show up in the environment. They're agreeing to something you want, but I feel like somebody else is putting together the plan, which is interesting to me. It's almost like saying, I want to go on vacation and I want to go to Cuba. And everybody's like, yeah, that's a cool idea. That's an awesome idea. So somebody else says, yeah, okay, we're going to do that. And maybe they're messing with you a little bit. But next thing you know, they're kind of like, well, listen, these are the dates that we can do it. What are the dates? How many of these dates match up with you guys and this? And if we can go on these certain dates here, this option's here, or we could do a cruise, which would go here, here, and there. That might be an idea. They can not only see Cuba, but we can see a couple other things in the area and have a real good time. Like somebody else is coming forward with the plan. It's not set in stone. But with the Ace of Swords, they're like, listen, let's make this happen. Any of you open these times, can you get this time off? We can get this time off here. What do you think of these ideas? What do you think of these plans? Okay, that's cool. Good. It's all good. But the thing is, when this happens for you, I feel like you're trying to figure it out, but you're kind of like, oh, I don't know if that's going to work for me. For whatever reason, there's things here that like, I don't know if that's going to work for me. Four of Cups with the Nine of Swords, kind of like, I'm not really seeing if this can work out. And that's not how I wanted this to really come forward. I didn't want to take a cruise in Cuba to be one of the stops. I wanted to literally just go to Cuba and just enjoy Cuba and soak up the culture and get to see how that works and just, enjoy myself. I don't want to be I don't want to have one of those vacations where, every 5 minutes has been planned, and we're doing this and going there and doing this and going here and going there, and everything is so overly planned. I don't want that. I just want to go there and just soak up how it is, see what it's like to be there, enjoy being there, just kind of chill. So it's not coming forward exactly the way you want. You're like, I don't know if I like the way this is coming in. You also have this card. Now, automatic writing, I feel like it's communication, what I'm getting. But I feel like for some of you, it might just be kind of you writing out your thoughts for yourself. Automatic writing could happen here, but I'm getting more like I'm taking inventory of my own feelings and thoughts, and I'm just like, maybe there's a way for me to change this a little bit. Maybe there's a way we can kind of split this up, or what do I want to do with this? Like taking inventory of my own thoughts and then talking with other people, seeing what other people are open to, and kind of be like, yeah, I know you like the idea of the cruise. Here's what I was thinking, and explaining what you were thinking. There's communication coming in here. Now, Justice comes in with a face down card, okay? So Justice is telling me this will work out, but it's going to go through a evolution period. Usually evolution, when I'm feeling it, goes through a rough period, goes through maybe more of a combative period. Justice comes through with blessings. It's almost like it's not just you and this person. There seems to be a couple different factors going on here. The blessings is telling me, okay, wait a minute. That's okay. This cruise can't happen because of whatever reason. But on the same token, this person's like, okay, yeah, we can't do the cruise anyway. It turned out that wasn't going to work. But I still want to see a couple different islands. I don't want to just go to Cuba. I want to go a couple different places. I want to go Cuba, and I want to go here, and I want to go there. So it's kind of like, okay, all right. Blessings coming in, like things aren't set in stone. The first idea was like not quite what you wanted. Not bad, but not quite what you wanted. Blessings coming in with Justice is saying it's not working out, but we still got to hash it out. We still got to go a little farther. But the thing is, I feel like, all right, it's not working. Let's try something different. But then I'm getting the Eight of Cups in the environment. It's kind of like that energy pulls back. This feels like when I get yawns or sometimes hiccups. This one's a yawn. It's kind of like it didn't work out the way they wanted to. They're not really sure how to make it change. They're not really sure if they want to do it, if they can't do the cruise. Like maybe they're really big on that, for example. And it's kind of like they're not really sure. So they're kind of just going to the wayside for now to see what somebody else brings out. So this is a moment where I feel like it's a good time for you to decide how you actually want it to come forward and try to see if you can create a plan yourself. In this part of this reading, this is like you have a choice. You don't have to make a completely structured plan, but kind of like, well, what dates do we have available, and what's available for the way I want to do it. Just kind of like maybe do some quick research. For example, if you're going to do the Cuba vacation, I can be there for this full week or 9 days, whatever. This resort is open. They have these amenities. So like, it's kind of like if you want to do something, it's available. If you don't want to, you don't have to. It's not like you have to really lock something in, but you have things available to you, things you can sign up for. The Five of Wands in this deck is very interesting because to me, they look like little radios. They're not. They're like, they look like swings. Like almost like tire swings in a way. But the point is, communicating is what I'm feeling here. And it's kind of like putting out some ideas and seeing what other people think, working out the details, like keep the momentum going. At this point, if you keep the momentum going and you keep posing ideas, I do feel like success is on your side. At least enough to get what you want to a degree that you're happy with. You may not completely go your way, but enough of it to where you're like so you're satisfied. I'm getting a lot of energy coming back and forth. Strength, Ten of Swords, Knight of Swords, and the Page of Swords. A lot of communication. Even though the Five of Wands is more about fire, it might be the more action of you moving towards people and getting people involved and trying to push forward what you want to happen, which is good. I think that's a good thing. The Ten of Swords, like I feel like there's a lot of like things that aren't matching up correctly. Either time isn't matching up, funds aren't matching up, people aren't agreeing with what they want to do, not everybody wants to do the same thing. The Ten of Swords just, it feels like the lack of getting along and people agreeing. It moves into the strength later. Like somebody has to take the lead. Somebody has to take the lead and kind of be like, all right, let's boil this down. Do we want to take a vacation together? Yes. Okay. One thing. We got one thing to the good. We all want to take a vacation together. Okay, we're good there. Have we decided on when? Like, is there a week, a time? Can we decide on the time? That's the first thing we got to do. When can we all get off together? When can we all go together? When can we do this? So that's, okay, that's number 2. All right, this is when we can do whatever we want to do. All right. Third part would be like, for example, if we're going to go down the Cuba way, can we do that? Can we? Is that on the table, or due to the situation, like, does not everybody want to do that? Is Cuba actually on the table? And that's like where you have to go to next. And I'm getting that maybe the Ten of Swords too, kind of like, wait a minute, I wanted to do that. That's what started this all, and now half the people are like, no, I don't think that's really doable for me for whatever reason, or maybe they don't want to do it. It's like, oh boy, the Knight of Swords is trying to work it out. It's going to move into strength, which is telling me the strength of the Ascended Masters is kind of like, all right, wait a minute. We all want to hang out together. We found the date. We found the time when we're all available. I want to do this. It's not going to work out. What else can we do that I will still enjoy and everybody else hopefully will enjoy? What else can we do? There's gonna be a different idea coming forward. Doesn't mean you'll never do the Cuba vacation, just maybe not this time around. That's kind of what I'm feeling. And I hope I'm saying Cuba right, because that's how I was taught to say it when I was younger. We used to say it Cuba, and from what I understand, that's incorrect. I think it's Cuba. So if I'm wrong, I'm sure I'll get the messages below. And if you're questioning it, look below in the messages, because I'm sure a few people will say if that's the way you're supposed to say it or not. The Hierophant comes in with the Passion. Okay, what do you got coming out of this? See, once you realize the parameters, and I feel like you're kind of like, well, what are you open to? Well, I would like to go, like, on a bike ride, like a motorcycle ride across the country. And you're like, well, that's partially interesting. I could see me doing that for a day or so, but I don't think I want to do, like, across the whole country. That's an idea. What else do we want to do? I like the idea of whitewater rafting. Okay, that's an idea. We can put that in there. Somebody else says, you know what, I don't care what we do as long as I get to sit next to some body of water, whether it be a pool, a lake, or the ocean. I just want to be able to, like, soak up the sun and enjoy my life and just have a couple good drinks. Have some nice food and just enjoy my life. Oh, this makes sense. So I feel like the Hierophant, which sometimes talks about Taurus, but the reason I'm saying that is the Earth connection. You're bringing in the situation, you're bringing in the rules, this is how this works, this is how we have to do it, this is how we have to add this together. The Passion is kind of like, aha, you're going to find what works for everybody. It's not going to be your original plan, but you're going to find something that works for everybody, because I feel like the overall goal is to hang out together. And you're going to get that. You're going to find what works for everybody. I feel like you're the one saying, okay, I looked at everything, and this here, this going to this city up in the mountains, like not in the city, but up outside the mountains, you have a couple different ideas. If you want to do this, you have that available. If you want to do that, we can do this. You know, it's not motorcycle riding, but there is some dirt bike trails, and you can rent dirt bikes. And I feel like the people might be like, oh, okay, that would be cool. That might work. Some people are not into that. I get that. But you know what I mean? You're finding something. You know the people you're dealing with. The Passion comes in with that. I'm getting people are flat out shocked because you find something that works for everybody. I'm telling you, to me, it makes me laugh that the Tower card's here, because the Tower card gets a bad rap. People are like, ooh, the Tower card, that's unexpected. It's changing the whole landscape of the situation. This is unexpected. This is changing the whole landscape of the situation. It's just not bad. The Tower card doesn't always have to be bad. Like, sometimes the Tower's empty and needs to come down, and people have been waiting for it to come down for years. So not for nothing, if nobody's in it, nobody gets hurt, and it comes down, and you wanted it down anyway, doesn't mean it's bad. You know what I mean? This is one of the situations where the Tower comes in a good way. You're shocking people that this you found this option, and I'm getting like, because it links up and everybody seems to be able to do it. Ace of Wands comes in. It's gonna happen. It is gonna happen. It feels great. I'm still getting people are like, wow, like, like way to go, Cancer. Like you pulled that right together. Like they're kind of impressed. You've impressed the people you're working with or dealing with or whoever you're handling here. And I think that's it. All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.